welcome. I'm Daynin Dashefsky, and with me today is one of my students from Kahala Jiu-Jitsu, Zaid. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
And what are we going to show them today?
Omoplata from Mount.
Omoplata from Mount. Now, I learned this move at Johnny Ramirez's school, but Paul Barboza, one of his black belts over at New Breed Jiu-Jitsu in California, was showing this move when I was visiting their school, and I fell in love with it, and I just loved it. I incorporated it into our curriculum. So thank you, Paul Barboza, for showing it, and for Johnny Ramirez for always supporting and being one of our school sponsors. So I really appreciate it. Everything we learn, I mean, I've been doing this a long time, and we're always learning. No matter how long you've been doing this, you're going to go somewhere and learn something new constantly. So the sport is always evolving and always getting better. So I'm really excited to be able to show this move. So we're going to have you start here and lay down with your head facing that way. And I'm going to mount. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to start on the mount and make sure I have a solid mount. I'm up high on his stomach. I'm not sitting on his legs. My knees are in tight, and I'm here. Okay, now first thing I want to do is I want to get my body lower. Now I need his arms out of the way. So I'm going to slide right here where his neck and his wrist is, because right where our wrists are, there's this little indentation, and where our neck is this little indentation. So if he's got really good elbow discipline, I'm not going to be able to get my hands in there. But right down here by the neck and the wrist, there's a little gap that makes it easier for me to slide my hand in. So I'm going to keep my hand like this so it's skinny, and I'm going to face it down. I'm going to slide it right in, and I'm going to spread my hands and drop my elbow above his shoulder. I want to make sure that he can't slide up. I'm going to post my head wide, or post my hand wide, so I got a solid, strong base. Now I'm going to do it to the other side, but this time I'm going to wrap his arm, and I'm going to post my foot out. And I'm going to post it out without bringing my body up. Sometimes I can post out before I even do it. So again, if I'm here, I want to get this hand out of the way, drop my shoulder, and I can even post out and then go under here and wrap his arm under my armpit, holding his bicep. This is the control I want. Now from here, I'm going to go heel toe, bringing my knee up. Now, I don't raise my body until my knee touches his arm. Now, once the knee touches the arm, I'm going to use the knee to push him up. And if I keep my body down, I can't turn him. So now I'm going to press my hand, and I'm going to pull my body upward while I push with my knee. And now I'm going to bring my hand, and I'm going to pull him all the way to his side. So now you see these sides. I don't want my foot like this. I want my foot straight going down against his shoulders. I've trapped his arm. I'm not holding his arm here anymore. I just drop, and I'm holding his arm and trapping his arm there. Now this hand is free to post, okay? So I'm going to turn just at a little angle, okay, right here. Okay, now once I got into his side completely, and I've got him like bookends, where I've got him kind of really to his side, and I'm posting here, I'm going to reach back and grab the middle of his belt, because I'm going to use that to pull him towards me when I extend out. Now from here, I'm going to have to lift this down just a little bit so I can show my knees to the side, because he's going to probably be trying to hold on to me or trying to do something. He doesn't want me to attack that arm. I'm going to do this. Now I'm going to lean forward. I'm going to slide my knee out, keeping my foot on the outside. I do not want my leg inside. I need my foot to stay on the outside. Once I get my knee away from him, I'm going to sit back, and I'm going to pull his belt. I'm going to sit back, pull his belt to turn him. I'm going to bring my hand over, my foot over his head, and see his arm's still here. So I don't need to touch his arm. My body and my foot are already crushing it and holding it between my body. So I'm going to pull, turning it, and I'm going to turn my legs to the side. Once I got him flat by pulling his belt, one hand here, one hand here, I'm going to come up on my back knee towards 1 o'clock, looking up, and slowly getting that omoplata, which is a shoulder lock there. So one more time. So we can kind of turn this way right there. We'll do it from here. So we're going to start here, right? I'm going to turn under, drop my shoulder, or drop to his shoulder, spread my legs and get a nice strong post. I want to post my foot out, slide this under, and wrap it under my arm into my armpit and hold it. Now I'm going to heel toe. Once my knee touches his shoulder, I'm going to pull myself up and get up high on my knee. And heel toe all the way until I trap, but I'm going to lean down, trapping his arm in mine. Now his body's completely straight. Now I'm going to extend my arm out. I don't want it here. I'm going to extend it out, lean forward. I'm going to slide my knee so my foot is on the outside. I'm going to grab his belt, and I'm going to sit back, and I'm going to pull his belt so he turns. My body, I never have to let go of the belt or use this hand, because my body now is trapping his arm. Okay, once I got him down, hand here, hand here. Sometimes people like to go under and grab that wrist so he can't get away, make it even more difficult for him. That's fine. I prefer doing it this way and controlling my body going up into the Omoplata. And that is our Omoplata from the mount. And again, thank you, Paul Barbosa and Johnny Ramirez for sharing that technique with me, and I love it. What do you think?
Felt light as a feather.
Big dude. Anyway, thanks for joining us.